last but not least, right, this is the highlights. Always fun, mainly because uh, this kind of makes things pop out. Of course, there's no rules to any of this. You could just jump into the light side if that helps describe your form easier. But I like to reserve this mainly when you look at even digital photos, histogram, and you look at the chart. A lot of it will be in the grays, and that's why we're using tone paper, and we're still using just gray marker. And very little will be in the shadows, blacks mainly, or the whites, pure whites. So in digital language, that's pure 0 or pure 1, whether 1 is being all light and 0 being dark black. So we use it sparingly, and then we can always go further in to maybe take some of the specular as well. So let's start pulling out some of the highlights here. So we start with our trusty arrow. It's going to guide us, right? So it's going to fall onto the biggest thing that we always highlight is the nose, is closest to the camera. If this was a picture, so we're going to just get a nice highlight, just to poke out some punches right there. And then you can always start rounding it off, lining up that, just like you would a normal color pencil. Another part is maybe this hairline. You do a few strands coming off. Just hit that side. And everything that has a line that's going against this form here, I'm going to hit it up a little bit to the end of here. Just a few strands. And always describe it with the shape and the texture of what the material is. In this case, it's the strands of hair. So you can describe it by how tight or how loose the strands are as texture. Now, I think I mentioned this one before, and that is the catch light in the eyes. So I'm just going to give the eyes a nice little pop. It's right there. We'll go a little bit back into the pen, give it some contrast here. I'm just going to hit up the other side more than, so I just left it kind of like a ball shape at first. Giving the pupils some, and maybe some shadow and detail there. I'm going to darken up these eyes a little bit too on top. Almost like a mascara. And we could think in those types of ideas too, that this is almost like applying like a makeup. How would you highlight or accentuate parts of the face or whatever you're drawing, right? So now we have some of our higher highlights in here. One thing, I guess I have to jump back. I missed the airs here. Some of the shadows. Obviously this part would not catch so much light, so. So now we have a few of our really high highlights. Now we use a little bit of finesse here just to bring out a little bit more of maybe some of the light that's falling off, some more of the form shadows, that side of the gradation if we're describing form. So it's gonna give a little bit of a softer touch on the forehead area. This side we were saying in our visual language that it is lighter than the tone paper by default. Maybe some of the cheeks that are closer to this arrow as well. We start falling off on the nose a little bit more. Maybe give a little highlight rim to that the lips too. Just the lower lip, because that's more towards where the light will catch. And maybe a little bit on the chin. find that you have to punch up some of this since you bring some things into light, so the contrast is lost. So you want to just punch up some areas more. Some of the shapes are going to describe it, but now we're at this point of you've described most of the light, where that's coming from, and you have a shadow side and a tone side, and that's it. Like I said, there's no one way. I mean, look, we could go in here, and we're going to take the same light direction on this picture right here, and we just start going into the light side instead. Start describing this more as a one shape, just like before. We'll describe the light side instead, the shadow. And we might even favor the light side more in this drawing. And that's like hitting that Photoshop slider, the middle one more towards light. So we have a lot more things in here that's described by the light first. Just do this one really fast. Push that up. Push up this one side of the nose. Really punch up this hairline right there. And then maybe we go back with the marker. Only find big shapes. So we really are pulling out contrast. There's a little bit of exit. Some of these fall-offs. We already described some of the shadows with the pen. Just with some hatching right here. So if you find that you need more stronger contrast, some hatching goes a long way.